So we're going pretty deep today. Um, I just had, well, not just had, but so last night I was just kind of meditating while I was going to sleep, and I just had just, I don't know, it just kind of all came to me, and just the way you're supposed to be, and the way you're supposed to live, and how beautiful it is. And it's the way I've always been is so protected and so fight, and we are not supposed to be that way. We are supposed to be in complete surrender and connected and love. And it is just so heartbreaking and sad that we aren't. And it's so beautiful that I am not that way anymore. And I love that I am able to just love my daughters now. I love that I am just so free in being with them, and just not in that fight or flight the way I've always thought that we were supposed to be. I was always so guarded and thought that everyone was coming at me, and just so protected and on guard. And that is not how life is supposed to be. That is not how it's supposed to be. And so as I was in bed last night, I just felt so connected and so in tuned and aligned, and it was just so comfortable and so graceful and so peaceful. And I had so much comfort in it. Was like an exhale of this is how it's supposed to be. This is how life is supposed to be. I wonder how many people know that. How many people know that? Like, just do that. Just like exhale and feel how relaxing that is for your entire body to just unclench and feel that sense of relaxation. I don't know, is it weird that I'm crying? But I have lived so many years in that sense of I am protecting, I am in survival. So many people live in that survival sense, and it's not supposed to be that way. We are not supposed to live in survival. The human organism was not designed to live that way. That is why everyone is so sick. That is why we are all in such disease, is because we are not designed to live in constant survival. We're not set up that way. It feels amazing to be aligned and connected and in freedom to create. That is what we are designed to do. We are designed to be creative creatures, to be connected, to help, to assist, to be limitless, so much more than what we ever thought possible, because we were programmed. And I know that's such a cliche word, but for as long as I can remember, we've always been taught that we can't do this. Just get up, go to work, and do it. Just do the things, and buy the things, and do this. And you create such a environment of resistance, and you are in such a protective mode, that you are constantly clenched, and no wonder everyone is so rigid and in a state of panic all the time. My oldest is just, I'm telling her all the time, like, you know, you've got to relax, but that is what I taught her to be. That is what her environment has taught her to be. That is what most people know, and it is not supposed to be that way. And so as I was laying in bed last night, and I just felt so comfortable, and I just fell asleep in such a comfortable, nurturing, relaxing environment, because I just was so aligned with everything. My cells, my being, everything in me was so fed, and I can't even think of the words. Everything was secure. And as I was in thought, I kept thinking, I want to get up and write it down, because everything was flowing through me. That I was in a state of fluidity, and it was like I was a river, and everything was just going as it was supposed to, and that is the natural design. And when Jesus said, the kingdom of God is within, that was exactly, I felt all of that. It was exactly, I knew exactly what he meant. And I was connected to everything, and everything was connected to me. And it was the purpose of the universe. Everything. It was everything. And I knew exactly why, not why, but I knew exactly how it was exactly, I was full. I was oneness. Everything was perfect, divine. And that's why I'm so overwhelmed right now, because we are not supposed to live in survival. We are not supposed to be so unworthy all the time. And if people understood that, it's drilled in our heads that we are not worthy, and that we are supposed to seek everything outside of us, and it's all within us. And that is what Jesus kept trying to tell us, and everybody got it wrong. And we're trying to find things everywhere, and it's all inside. It's all inside. And I'm probably not even going to post this, because everybody, well, why do we need to care what people, it's all inside. Quit looking outside of yourself. It's all in you. And whenever you realize that, my God, everything changes. Everything changes, because you're no longer looking. And when you stop looking, everything comes to you, because you don't need anything, because it's all in you. So, anyway,